Hello, everyone. Welcome to this brief trailer introduction for Trinity AgTech. Really excited to see everyone there at Groundswell coming up very shortly. And rather than just having a slightly monosyllabic broadcast with key members of Trinity, what I love about Trinity is, guys, you might find this a bit of a weird thing for me to say, but you can't get onto your stand at the events that I go to. And why can't you get onto your stand? Because it's full of farmers. It's full of the likes of the fantastic Michaels of the world. And to me, that's a really good indication of Trinity and what you're doing and what you're creating and the good that you're creating, that you've got so many farmers of interest, such as Michael. And we're going to find out a little bit more from Michael later as to why he's really keen to attend Groundswell and also be part of the Trinity team. So Anna, let's go from the top. For those who have not really come across Trinity AgTech before, can you just give us a brief overview of the business and why you've got a stand, why you've got a major stand at Groundswell, please? Go, Anna.
Yeah, absolutely. So Trinity is a technology company, and we really specialize in really high integrity, detailed, end-to-end natural capital assessment and then optimization for farming businesses. So what that means in practice is that we help farmers in the first instance, but we work all the way through the supply chain. But we help them to understand their biodiversity scores, their carbon footprints, their water health indicators, their soil health, all of those really, really important things that are integrally linked to farm business productivity and resilience. And then we connect throughout the supply chain, helping their customers, banks, retailers, supply chain stakeholders to work closely with their farmers to solve all of these hot topic problems around natural capital.
Love it. And so just on that side, Groundswell's become one of the most important events in UK agriculture. What are the biggest conversations you expect farmers and growers to be having at Groundswell that we can segue into with Trinity?
I mean, I think obviously farm business resilience is the really hot topic at the moment, and I think what we're really keen to talk about with farmers and obviously supply chain stakeholders is what does that actually mean, and how is nature and natural capital a really important component part of helping farm businesses be resilient, be profitable, and how that links to supply chain volatility, managing for risk. And ultimately, we're dealing with food production here, and it's about linking all of those things together. So I think with the release today of DEFRA's new 20 vision, I think that are going to be really hot topics. And also just the weather, climate. I mean, we're in the middle of a heat wave. It's crazy. Nature is fundamentally important to food production.
Anna, thank you. So let's speak to the real man in question here, Michael. From a farmer's perspective, what do you see as the biggest challenges you're facing as you try to balance profitability, productivity, and of course environmental performance? What do you think, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, clearly there's the go-to subjects that we're all aware of: the climate, the markets, UK government policy, but also worldwide politics. Really, all play a massive role. But ultimately, for me as a farmer, looking after my soil is absolutely paramount to the resilience of my business. If I start to look after my soil and my soil starts to work for me, it's going to do everything. It's going to start capturing the carbon. It's going to start enhancing biodiversity. Importantly, it's going to start growing me a healthier crop as well. And really, that's another subject, but growing healthy crops is so important for us as a human race.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael, thank you. Hosein, there's a huge focus on carbon across agriculture at the moment. Carbon clearly matters, but there's a danger that the industry is going to become perhaps too focused on carbon and misses the bigger picture. What do you think?
Max, carbon is undeniably important. It's like the low-hanging fruit of the climate transition. But focusing only on carbon is like trying to drive a tractor by staring exclusively at the exhaust. So we might be able to measure what's coming out of the pipe, but that tells us nothing about the health of the engine and whether we are actually heading in the right direction. So carbon is just an output. The real value is really the engine, the farm's biological system. And true profitability really comes from input efficiency and yield stability. So when one really focuses on building soil health, you're just not managing your exhaust, your carbon, but you're actually investing in the engine. So you're building a farm that requires fewer expensive chemical inputs, holds more water during droughts, and also is productive when the weather turns. From an investor side, I mean, investors really are not looking for farms with low emissions. They're looking for resilient assets. And that's why I think it's so important to think well beyond carbon, beyond, the exhaust.
Well done, Michael. So, Kiera, carbon matters. I'm getting this feeling that carbon matters, but it's not the whole story that I'm picking up from Hosein, Anna, and Michael. So many farmers, Kiera, are already collecting significant amounts of data. How do we move from measurement and reporting to something genuinely useful? Kiera, how do we crunch this data?
Thanks, Max. So I think, as you said, already been alluded to by the other speakers so far. But in terms of turning the growers' data into something valuable, anyone at this point can output a metric on individual models, output the carbon values. But where the value really comes into play is the entire system, tying the entire fields and farms and supply chain story holistically through carbon, biodiversity, water, soil, valuation methods. And not only looking at, what is that picture looking like today? What's my number at today that you can use, from a compliance perspective or regen premium perspective, but also looking out into the future in terms of what can I do? What kind of impact is that going to have on my farm, and leading to decision support tools to tell that story moving forwards as well.
Great. And I would suggest that everyone has a look at the Trinity website, or even better, engages with the likes of Anna, Kiera, and the team to do a bit more of a deep dive. Michael, can you give us an example of how better information has actually helped you improve decision making on your own farming business? Can we have an example, please, Michael?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's if nothing else, it gives you a boost in confidence that you're doing the right thing. When I can see that my scope 3 emissions, my emissions intensity of what I'm producing regeneratively is 50% of that as a conventional farmer, it really boosts my confidence that I'm doing the right thing. It also boosts my confidence that I need to keep improving my carbon footprint and increasing the farm's natural capital. I need more than just a token carbon score. I know I keep talking about regenerative premiums, and regenerative premiums they're great to sell, to the local bakers who like the nice warm story. But actually, if you're going to the bigger supply chain, you need robust data to be able to give them on your emissions intensity, etc., etc. And that's a really crucial part of why I've worked with Trinity and why I enjoy working with Trinity. Their team there are incredibly knowledgeable. They're great. We have a good relationship with them, and that's a massive, massive asset to us as farmers.
Yeah, well done. So, Michael, I'm getting the feeling that the value isn't in the data. The value is in the decision making that you can make. So Hosein, one of the increasingly important conversations around agriculture is access to capital. How can better evidence around natural capital, sustainability, and farm performance help to unlock investment opportunities for farmers and land managers, please?
Well, reliable, trusted information is vital to the functioning of capital markets. And in the absence of that, capital just does not flow. It would be as little as it currently is, and will not meet the needs that we have in the industry. So it's the first thing that matters: the quality, the integrity, the trustworthiness of that data. That's how banks, insurance companies, asset managers, pension funds, various CPGs, everyone, how they can really function at scale. At the moment, we see quite a fair bit of philanthropic and token commitments to agriculture, but the amount of capital that's needed is quite significant. In the UK, we need an additional about 1,000 to 2,000 pounds per hectare going into agriculture from new investors and new funding. So that will not come if there's no reliable system. It's just not the data on its own, it's the full stack, because as you know, there's an incredible amount of different diversity of data that's needed. And all of it has to triangulate very well. All of it has to be aligned and consistent and so on. So it's something that we have been working, and that's something that Kiera and all the colleagues have been spending an incredible amount of time putting together with our engineers. So we are very proud of that work.
Yeah, well done. So my takeaway from that is better evidence helps mobilize better capital, especially if you're aligned to Trinity AgTech with the likes of Kiera and her colleagues to give that access. So let's keep.
Let me just add to this
jump
one.
In, sir.
One of the things that we've done over the past 12 months, if not 2 years, has been creating a vertically integrated data system. So what that effectively means is a lot less paperwork, a lot less data collection from the farmer. Now we have satellite capabilities that we acquired much from the UK government's agrimetrics company. We've got LiDAR capability that we developed ourselves and also enhanced with the support of AHDB. And we've got extensive AI systems that really triangulate and impute an incredible amount of data and integrate data from multiple sources. So the amount of work that the farmer has to do is compared to 2 years ago, even 12 months ago, is just very, very limited. Yeah, so that's that. The other one, frankly, also, that because of this remote sensing and the consistent methodologies we have across the different systems, from satellite to LiDAR to on-farm, is that we are able to mitigate some of the things that are likely to impair the quality of natural capital and the quality of assets, that, including carbon, that people will be buying or underwriting. So preventing a lot of capital loss. And that's I think, really important to bear in mind. So much less paperwork than before, much less data collection, more prevention of bad things happening to the farm and to the wealth of the farmer.
Yeah, well, Kiera, thank you. Anna, who would you like to meet? Who would you like to positively influence at Groundswell by curious souls coming onto your stand? Who would you like to meet, please, Anna?
I think we would like to meet anyone in the supply chain who thinks that the challenges that they have are too complex to solve, because one of the things that is right at the heart of what we do, and we're really, really passionate about, is solving for complexity, not by dumbing down the problem, but by really utilizing our skills with this technology and AI and all of the things that Hosein's just alluded to. So anyone that thinks that, these things are too complex, come and talk to us, because we demystify this stuff, and we're a really nice bunch of people, and we just want to talk to people about their challenges.
Yeah, well done. Michael, would you recommend farmers, other curious souls, to go visit Trinity at Groundswell this year?
Absolutely, yeah. I did hear a sneaky rumour that they might have some beer on the stand, which usually doesn't take too much enticing with farmers then. But yeah, no, absolutely. And look, as I've said before, farmers hold the key to to undoing a lot of the damage that we as humanity have done to this planet. Some of our UK soils have only got 60 to 80 harvests left in them. We hold the key to reversing that and to ensuring that the planet is here for our children and for our children's children. So it's our responsibility to turn this round, and anything that we can do to help with that has got to be a good thing. So yeah, go see Trinity, and don't drink all their beer, because I'll be going to see them to go and have one, I'm sure.
Well done. And Hosein, wrap up for us from platform 2. Why should farmers and other curious souls come and see your stand at Groundswell 2026? Why?
This is an opportunity for us to hear more in terms of what they really need for the food financial system, analytical system, to serve them better. We can only do that in partnership with them. So the more we hear their perspectives, and the more we hear what they really, really need, is the more we can help them. And
Trinity AgTech, let's all go visit them at Groundswell 2026, and we can sit with Michael and enjoy some of their beer. We look forward to seeing you at Groundswell 2026. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Cheers.